It is episode 168 of Cowboy Shit. My name is Ted Stoven. He is Dustin Edwards. And Dustin, you got a real podcast set up now. I was at the house there probably for the first time, I guess, around Easter and got you some gear.
Yeah, I'm officially official. No longer doing this off the old iPhone. Got a microphone, headphones. 2024. Wow.
And kind of an old computer. Where's your ring light, though? It looks like your ring light's off today.
Oh, you mean my better lighting? I talked to my lighting director.
Got to talk to your LD. Oh, much better. Much better. It seemed like you were in a bit of a dungeon before. Now we're rolling.
I'm full of light, full of life, and full of energy for this great pod.
Here we go. And my old computer is only making you lag a little bit. It's not that bad.
Yeah, I got the MacBook Air from 1998.
Yeah, that's actually the computer that invented the internet.
No,
but it
good,
still works.
Good to be back. Good to be back, buddy.
Just glad to be back in Canada, buddy.
Good to be back in Canada, buddy.
Okay, so there's been a pretty good amount of stuff the last couple weeks. So really excited about this show, but we had a Roughnecks game April 5th. It was a Friday night, and I've got a bit of a bone to pick with you here, Dustin.
Uh-oh.
So I was at the game. Storm and I went down, and I don't want to look a gift horse in the mouth, but I gotta ask. Our seats were like up in the 210, maybe like up in the 300s, like pretty high up. Like I know they're free. Like I know they can be nosebleeders. Like I appreciate that. But question, because friend of the show, guest of the show, former co-host, fucking Keenan Vine gets tickets to the game, also given to him by Dustin Edwards, and he's fucking row 5 in the bottom. What the hell, man?
All right, Ted, we have a lot to discuss on this pod.
I got a lot of problems with a lot of people.
I promised Keenan tickets for Christmas, like back in December.
That was a Christmas gift.
Well, I think he was giving it as a Christmas gift.
Okay.
And that never happened till that game in April.
Okay. So
he was bringing his father-in-law and brother-in-law, I think. So
yeah,
I made sure they had good seats, Ted. I apologize that you were in the bleeders. But you know what? The nice thing is, there's a ticket into the barn.
I know. I thought it was funny and I had to give you a hard time.
Sorry, next time you're going to be up in the Sport Check Kid Zone, 800 feet above the ice surface.
With all the loudest, shittiest kids in the building. Just
100%.
The ones that all take their shirts off and whip them around like crazy hooligans.
But then did we go to the Battle of Alberta after that?
Yeah, I took you to the game the next day.
Yeah. So night. Thank you for taking me and giving me a great seat. Much appreciated. We enjoyed a Battle of Alberta, and it was pretty much mostly Oilers fans in there that night.
Oh, that was crazy. And the Oilers won, didn't they? Like 4-1 or what was it?
Yeah. The Oilers won.
It was a good game, though. It was a good game.
That was a really good game. It's too bad. Yeah. So right now the Saddle Dome is facing, the first time ever, no teams having a playoff game in Calgary.
Not even the Wranglers? I thought the Wranglers made the playoff.
The Wranglers clinched, but they play the whole first round at home ice advantage. Yeah. So they'll potentially play the whole first series, and if they lose, there'd be no playoff action in the old dome.
Oh, wow. For the first time ever?
Yeah. Because it's usually at least the Hitmen or the Roughnecks or the Flames get in, but not in 2024. It's looking rough.
Jeez. Huh. I'm sorry about that. What about the Roughnecks? Are you guys going to make it, or are you guys going to miss it?
We're out. We officially got eliminated yesterday by Texas winning.
No, the Panther City people.
So April 20th will be the final game.
No way.
If you're tuning in, come check it out. It's our Roughnecks rodeo night.
Yeah.
Well, I got some mechanical bull ride on the concourse, some roping,
and you had a pretty cool promo the other day with I don't know where that was. I didn't get to watch the whole thing yet.
Let's get that Cowboy Cole's.
Oh, is that Cole's place?
Yeah, we went. We sent the Wranglers. I couldn't go. Fun. I was doing Aggie Days rodeo.
Oh yeah.
And we sent out one of our star players from the Roughnecks. Went out, and our host Liv and another one of our staff went out, and Cole taught him how to rope, how to saddle a horse, threw some hay bales in the Roughnecks truck, and got some really cool and fun content for the rodeo game. So
All right
shout out
on.
to Cowboy Cole, um, who's
Hook
also going
your
to
brother
be
up.
at the game on Saturday night.
Oh
You might
yeah.
catch him in the opening. You may see him.
Oh really?
Oh yeah,
Oh dang. Is he gonna rope some shit in the arena?
he might be. He may
Really?
rope himself, but he's
Maybe
gonna
doing some rope tricks.
you do some rope tricks out of that derrick.
Oh, I like that.
So that'll be fun. So yeah, looking forward to that. And yeah, what else we got going on? Yeah, Paul's bringing the rope horses and dummies from Barney's out for that night. The ones we did the photo shoot with.
Oh yeah.
So we got that going on. Mechanical bull riding competition. Jeff from Lamley's hooked us up with some gift cards for that for the
Hmm.
high scores. So that's gonna be a fun one.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on. I like it. Sorry
What
I
else?
can't be there. I gotta go to
Yeah,
Dawson Creek, man. My first
Ted's
rodeo of the
actually
year.
rodeoing. Yeah, you're rodeoing.
First
We're
rodeo
back.
of the year. And I gotta go back to the ticket thing. I wasn't trying to
Okay.
I wasn't trying to crap on your tickets. I when you when we went to sit because we went and sat with Keenan for most of the game because luckily there's seats by him that were open too.
Yeah.
But I appreciate the tickets, Dustin. I appreciate you having us at the game. I'm pumped that I got my own Roughnecks hat now. Might wear it this weekend in Dawson. Take it up there with me.
Attaboy.
There's probably a lot of Roughnecks in Dawson Creek too.
Oh yeah.
Grand
The real
Prairie
ones.
area.
The real ones.
The real ones. So
yeah.
but I appreciate it. Thanks for having us.
Hey,
We enjoyed it.
it was great.
And the next game, like you said, that was a lot of fun too to do the Battle of Alberta. Awesome, yeah.
Then where else were we last week? We did
Dinner
tarp auction last week.
Canvas auction, Calgary Stampede. What it go for? $3.15 million.
Yeah,
so pretty huge.
Not the highest total because less wagons, but the highest average of all time.
Wagon. Yeah,
pretty cool.
115,000 a wagon, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was big money. Like the high seller was, I think, 210,000.
Yep,
was Chris Moley. And even at the end, the part that surprised me was 3 rookie drivers.
All did really good.
Yeah, like 100,000.
Yeah, really good.
Sutherland went for 120 or 130,000, like, or maybe more, 160. Like
I think it was 160. It was huge.
It was funny in conversation afterwards, and a lot of people always seem to judge the economy. It's like an Alberta thing or a Calgary thing.
Yeah,
it's like what state is the economy in? When the tarp auction, how much money it raises, and it was funny talking to some folks from Stampede about how much money was left in that room. They said there were so many people who were here to come bid and spend their money that always buy a tarp, and because the prices were so high and it was so competitive, didn't get in on the action. So there's a lot of money still left in there. So yeah, just really interesting to see a lot of new wagons. Like it wasn't a bunch of big oil companies coming in and cashing checks. Like Pedal Pub bought a wagon, and I seen there was a vodka company bought a wagon, and just it was really interesting to see the variety of buyers that were doing it.
Well, and a friend of mine told me today, actually, Bill Holowachek from Stormfront Promotions. So Bill and I were talking, and apparently he was telling me that the owners of Spray Lake Sawmills, or maybe former owners, or I forget what it was, but they bought Lane McGilvery, and they don't really have like it's like a ranch now. Like they don't really have like an official like business that they're supporting. They're doing it out of like fun to just have a chuck wagon at the Calgary Stampede.
Well, they won with him as Spray Lake Sawmills.
Yeah.
And then bottom it was some ranch, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
And and it said they're back for another year. So that's when you're playing with your own money.
That's true.
You're not even putting your company on it. So that's the really cool support. And I remember when Chris Molly was up on stage with the high bidder to get the buckle, and I think the company was called Graph Mechanical, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're just a small little family-owned company out in northeastern Alberta." And I'm thinking, man, so some of these guys do it for the pride of being part of it and the relationships they have. So as much as it's a big advertising and you get to play in that ring for 10 days, there's also a lot of like just people with really good connections and good people in their corner that step up. So it's pretty cool. It was my first time being part of it. I thought it was a really cool night and a lot of fun.
I used to be part of it, but not anymore.
Now you're a spectator.
Yeah. Yeah, and we got the heck out of there. We had a really nice dinner after. Went out with Jim Nevada, former chuck wagon driver, and Rod Tommen, actually, Tomko, and then Jeff Chadwick as well. with Wrangler. So Storm and I had a really nice dinner with that whole crew, and then and Devin as well from the Roper crew. Now with Jim, and yeah, we had an awesome dinner downtown at Vintage. Heck of
Oh
a
yeah.
spot.
Does
So
Tomco still get in on the tarps? Didn't they used to be on a
they did
tarp
for
at
a
one time?
while, and
Yeah.
actually we talked about that and
I think they
how it
were
went
three
really
Crotto,
good.
weren't they at some point?
They were, yeah. It was Crotto, or it was sorry, it was Tomco, Neighbors, and Ranchmans. It was like a three-way kind of deal
Oh
that
yeah.
they had with those three companies. So he said that was a great setup that they had at the time, and but yeah, just not involved on it anymore on that front, but still a sponsor. Rod sponsoring Cole Ashbacker actually at
Yeah,
the
that's where we see
NFR.
him.
Yeah, in the last couple of years, did that with Cole, and then sponsored a few different people over the years. Brett Gardner, obviously, too,
Yep.
sponsored Brett for a long time now. So yeah. Anyways, it was a fun night. Always good to see that and kind of get like. I know Allie was busy last week between Eggy Days and that, and you were busy between Eggy Days and the auction, and our buddy Sean Morton was down as well. But it's fun to have all that stuff happening, and it's nice to see the calendar in April and it's totally full.
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
there's stuff happening again, right? Like I like that part of the year.
Yeah, it's busy. The weather was nice here. It looks like the storm's supposed to roll in tonight. We're supposed to get some snow,
Yeah, and a bunch
but
of rain too, right? Rain and then
but it,
snow overnight.
I'm sure the farmers are praying for it. I've seen fire bans going up all
Oh, yeah.
over central Alberta the last couple of days. So some big grass fires in northern Alberta already. So
Oh, geez.
we're already back praying for rain again.
I appreciate the days are longer though. I do like
Yeah,
that part. But
yeah.
hopefully we get lots of rain this year. Hopefully I'll get lots of good crops and keeps the fires down. But not much we can control on that side of things either.
No,
So we'll
no.
see. But
But
man,
yeah,
sorry, go ahead. What else you
no. It
got?
was just go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm excited about the show. So we
That's
recorded
exactly what
this.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, yeah. So we
I'm itching
had
for it.
yeah, we had Noeline Hofmann at the house. What was it? Probably a month ago now, hey? Was
Yeah,
it late March?
yep.
Right, it would have been maybe like I don't know, it was sometime quite a while ago now anyways. So we've been sitting on this one for quite a while, but really excited to get it out and let everybody listen to it. Once again, it's Noeline Hofmann. Noeline's going to be opening for Charlie Crockett on his Canadian swing of the $10 Cowboy tour. And yeah, this was a lot of fun to do this show.
And that's all we got to say about that.
Yeah, so here we are. We're going to get to the interview with Noeline Hofmann right after the break. Thanks. Oh, yeah, you're fine. We're back. We're back.
Testing.
Tell us your story.
All right. Well,
You don't have to go back all the way to the womb, but like.
yeah, I grew up in Bow Island, small town, 1,500 people, and yeah, after high school, it was COVID for half of my high school experience.
Oh,
So
that sucks.
yeah, so I was pretty burnt out of school, so I didn't go to school after I graduated and just went to work. I was bartending for a while, and then
Where at?
I was bartending at the local diner, Bobby's. Shout out to Bobby's Bar and Grill.
Oh, really?
Home of the dollar fries.
Oh,
I
really?
highly can't recommend it enough. Yeah.
right.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Cool.
I thought you were gonna say from Bow Island, like how far is it to Medicine Hat? I thought you were gonna be like somebody at Ralph's.
Oh man, no, I'm not that. I'm
That
a
was going to
highball
town,
bartender.
though.
Yeah.
That was going to town, though, right?
I can pour a rye and Coke. That's what. Yeah.
Oh,
A
that's
mean
fun.
one. Yeah.
So grow up there. Like when does the music kick into your life? When does it even start?
Yeah. I started going to open mics and stuff in high school and played some little farmers markets gigs and whatnot.
But where do you get when do you get the guitar? Like when does music start for you?
Took music lessons.
Music lessons, okay.
Growing up, and then probably when I was about 13 or 14, I picked up the guitar, and I was always a big creative writing nerd growing up. So then when I picked up the guitar, I started writing songs for fun, and then when I could convince my parents to take me into the city, we'd go to open mics, and yeah, and then
In Calgary or Medicine Hat or Lethbridge?
in
or...
Medicine Hat mostly. Yeah.
So what are the venues
Yeah.
then?
It was just little cafes. There was a place called Cafe Verve, and then
Really?
also the Medicine Hat Folk Fest used to have a singer songwriter night that
Oh, really?
was the whole night. You could just any old person, like little old me could go on there and
When you're like 14,
perform.
15?
Yeah, it was probably 13 or 14 the first time I did one of those folk fest ones. But
craft. So you said you're a creative writing nerd.
Yeah.
So is that like, did you write like poetry or like?
I would write like
slam poetry mostly.
Yeah, slam poetry, beatboxing involved. Yeah, no beatboxing, but yeah, I would write like crazy, wild fiction stories when I was a kid, and then got into poetry, and I would go to writing camp because I was a nerd. Yeah,
which
I am a nerd.
Did you used to have glasses?
No,
really?
No.
So the creative poetry, I guess, essentially becomes songs.
Yeah.
Creative slam poetry.
Creative slam. Yeah.
Wild fiction becomes song.
Wild fiction. Yeah.
Cool.
That's neat. Yeah.
So did people around you, like when you were in school, like did they know that you were a musician? Like, was it something that you were public about, or did you kind of keep it to yourself and not really showcase yourself around like school and stuff?
A little bit. Like I was kind of sort of would begrudgingly do some stuff through the school. There was like a little band program once and stuff, like not like a marching band, like a normal band, and so we did a little bit of that. Like it was kind of a little bit known, but I kept it on the DL a little bit.
I had a band class too. When I was in grade 12, our high school had Rock 101.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Gosh.
No shit.
Yeah, and so I took that, and throughout the semester we made a music video. We had to write a song.
Is that where Six Finger Fritz came from?
No, actually, 2 of the band members were in that class
With you?
Yeah, and we had
Eddie's
to make
got a
music
band.
video.
Oh yeah,
we're horrible.
That's awesome. What's the band?
So I'm assuming that's
Six Finger Fritz.
Six Finger Fritz.
Shout out.
Fuck yeah.
They're down to 5 fingers since I moved to Calgary. So.
Wasn't Gator
so I'm
in the
looking.
band?
I'm available.
Was Gator in the
Gator
band?
was in the band. Yeah.
Did he play the cowbell?
Poorly. Yeah, friend of the show.
What did you play?
I played guitar.
Nice.
Not well.
Backup vocals or lead vocals?
No, way back up.
Way back.
Like back up far enough that they didn't hear me. But that was the Rockstar class. So yeah, it wasn't band. It was like play guitar. We played. The first song we did was I just drew a blank. Joan Jett, I think, was like the first.
I Love Rock and Roll.
The group had to learn. Yeah.
That's a good one. That's well.
Yeah. So I'm assuming that's what you meant by.
Yes. Yeah. 100%.
We're playing the trumpet.
No.
Yeah.
No horns.
So shout out to Bow Island Rock class.
Yeah.
Look what it did.
Yeah.
You'll be the poster child for that class. Everybody signing up to take it.
That's awesome.
Easy 3 credits.
Yeah. There you go. But
so then open mics and doing some shows.
Yeah, and then for a couple years, like I barely through COVID days, like wasn't playing, was working a lot, so didn't really pick up my guitar, and wasn't performing anywhere. And then I moved out to Manitoba to work on the ranch, and then when I moved back from that job, I was a bit of a lost ship trying to figure out what I was gonna do next. But music was always, I always knew that's what I wanted to do, but it just took me a while to admit to myself and be public with it. It's like, coming from a small town, it's a pretty radical mindset to go like, for people. So anyway, then I started doing it all over again, just made it my mission to go to as many shows and open mics all around Alberta and meet everybody that I could. And then from there started opening shows, and then it just got to a point where I was like, okay, either I'm all the way in, gonna give it a all the way in shot, or not. So then I jumped in with both feet.
So what about going back a little bit or sideways, but like where does the ranching in the western side come from? We were talking before, and your family had a ranch, but then farming previously, but like where does that come from? Because you're actually, there's a lot of people in the business that aren't as authentic. Like I grew up riding a little bit, but like I feel weird calling myself a cowboy sometimes when I live in town now.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's a bit different, but where does that come from for you? Because you're obviously authentic. Like I haven't seen many chicks with rattlesnake earrings. Those things are freaking sweet.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
Like, thank you.
Right, but like authentic. You're authentic.
And she killed the rattlesnake too, by the way.
Yeah, with the bare hands.
Oh, don't know at home.
Yeah.
They believe what we say on here, so.
Yeah. You should have seen it.
Keenan and I cut one off of a dead one on the highway one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the way to Pollockville.
Did you make a make an earring out of it.
No, there was like half a dead snake in my friggin' truck. It was smelly. So anyway, sorry.
Yeah. Oh shit! What was the
authenticity of the Western side of things.
I have a good share of imposter syndrome myself. I think I have trouble calling myself a cowboy at all too. But I didn't grow up. I grew up most of my life in town. When I was a small kid, we were still on the farm, and then moved to town. My parents run a spray plane business, so I grew up like mixing chemical for my dad and working out there, and then eventually got really interested in the grasslands and in cattle, and started working on a ranch during the calving season, and then just really got really passionate about learning everything that I could, and then then took the other job. But so I didn't grow up on a farm, which sometimes I feel like like I'm letting people down to say it, but it was just a passion.
But you went and lived
passion.
it, right?
Yeah.
Like you went and totally lived it. And you said when you went out to Manitoba, you were out ranching out there.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
totally lived it.
Yeah.
Okay, the spray planes are super cool, by the way. I love
Terrifying,
driving down
right?
the road when one just like buzzes over you like 12 feet above your roof. That's super cool.
Born to be wild. Yeah.
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 Do you fly in those at all, or
No.
never?
No.
You don't even go along. I guess it's probably
No,
one
it's
seaters, though,
it's
aren't
pretty. It's like hard to fit one dude in there. I was
love
like,
it.
yeah, it's pretty tight. But yeah, my dad does have a little passenger plane that I'll go up in, but not the spray planes. Yeah.
Does he still fly?
Yeah. My dad flies, and he does all of his own maintenance too. So he's a busy guy all
That's
year.
cool.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I digress.
Don't know.
Love
I like
talking
to fly
about spray
too.
planes. Yeah.
We talked about lots of flying on the last show. Got a little aggressive. Okay, so now was the Manitoba job just last summer, or was that 2 summers ago?
It was in 2022 that I was out there.
So two years ago now, essentially. Yeah.
Yeah, man,
Almost
it's
2.
crazy. Like, it doesn't feel like that long ago. But
What was last summer like then? What'd you do?
Last summer I was hitting the music hard.
Yeah.
I was playing just as many shows as possible, and I went out in May. Drove down to Kentucky and Tennessee, and then after that, then I was just right after I got home, it was pretty much Stampede, and was gigging full on. So
Right on.
yeah,
So you can make a living at this now.
doing my best. Yeah,
But it's kind of like,
maybe like 3/4 of a living, but it's what I do full time. Yeah.
I think I know what you mean, because when we were rodeoing back in the day, we're living pretty lean. Right?
Yeah.
Like we're sharing hotel rooms with
Oh, yeah.
everybody, and we're
There's a reason
Man.
they say the word struggling musician. Right?
Yeah.
It's like
Oh,
you gotta
yeah.
we do, but we struggle to make money.
I definitely it's been a scrappy year. Like when I started, I did a lot of sleeping in my jeans, sleeping in my car, not sleeping at all.
Did you go down there by yourself to the Kentucky and Tennessee trip?
Yeah, it's
Really?
a bit
By
of a
yourself?
crazy story.
Oh my gosh.
I
That's dodgy.
yeah, it totally was. I was I can't believe that I survived.
You're like 21, right? Like
I was 19 when I
Holy
drove
shit.
down there.
So you just jumped in your vehicle, grabbed a guitar, and away you went?
Is it that blue thing out there?
Went, yeah, that's Corny, my Ford Escape.
Corny?
Corny. So that's what the Mennonite fellow's name was that I bought it from. So that's
The redhead
that's my
fellow
guy.
was named
No,
Corny?
No,
Mennonite.
Mennonite.
Oh, Mennonite. Oh,
Yeah.
Corny.
Southern Alberta.
Shout out to Corny for...
The
Getting
bet.
us done
Oh
there?
man, this
Southern
thing's
Alberta, how do you
I've had that
Mennonites?
since that yoke since I was 16.
So that thing's been to Kentucky and
Yeah.
load up your
All the way
dreams.
back.
and
Didn't even
guitar.
die.
Yeah, didn't even die off, surprisingly.
Oh,
So how
Yeah.
was that trip? Let's talk about that.
yeah,
That's
tell us the
cool.
story.
Yeah.
You said you had a crazy story.
Yeah,
tell.
I had sent in a song to this little festival at a contest. It was like a take the stage contest that if you won, you could have like an opening spot at their festival. And I kind of sent it in. It's like it was not a big festival by any means or a big deal. Sent it in, and then I eventually got an email that was like, "Oh, congratulations, you're in the top 5." And it was like it was a date. It was like 2 weeks later. You had to go down and do like the showdown to see which of the top 5 would go. And I was like, "Oh, shit! Like, do I go down? Do I not?" Like, I had stuff going on here, and then eventually, I was just in a place where I was feeling reckless enough. I was heartbroken. I was all
going through
this
a breakup?
stuff, and I was like,
Heartbreak
I was
fuels.
like, I need to drive far, far away. So and
Oh,
come
dear.
back in an undetermined.
Most people would say
Date.
far, far away is like Saskatoon.
I needed,
Yeah.
I needed to drive
I need to go to Edmonton.
Kentucky about it.
Jeez, go by yourself.
So
Yeah,
we've got
no, it
a
was just
heartbroken 19-year-old musician in Corny, the
Going.
Ford Escape with a guitar heading to Kentucky.
Yeah, didn't
That
know
could be a
didn't know a
song.
Paint the
soul.
picture,
Didn't know a
yeah.
soul down there. But luckily, the director of the festival, I reached out to her before and told her that I was coming from Canada and driving for Alberta. Because the reason I didn't fly was because I can't rent a car in the States. Yeah, I'm
You can rent a
not
U-Haul,
old
though.
enough. So
So
oh yeah, is that right?
You can fly and rent a U-Haul. Yeah, actually.
That's great. I guess
Next time,
would
if
I
we
have
get
to
in a jam.
like? Would I have to carry walk the U-Haul around or like a driving
You
U-Haul?
can
like a
drive the
full-on
U-Haul
U-Haul?
across
Yeah.
the border too.
Yeah, like you can go
Yeah.
like rent a U-Haul under 25. Yeah,
Dang, that's
Yeah, just so you
such
know.
a good life hack. I
rodeo
should've,
life hack. Yeah,
That's awesome.
just like because you're probably still not 25.
I'm
so-
definitely saving that tidbit.
Yeah,
for
you're welcome.
future. Yeah, thank you. The more you know. Holy
We can make some rodeo.
This is Cowboy
music
Shit
band.
Educational
Yeah.
Series 101. Renting
Yeah.
a U-Haul.
U-Haul.
Yeah.
That's
Way to
great. I
get
can't
around the
believe
rules.
that this is the first time I'm hearing about that.
Man, rodeo folks know some stuff.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Anyway, so you load up and
So, yeah,
head
load
for
up,
Kentucky.
Asked the lady had an apartment above her house, so they were kind enough to let me stay there as a home base, and then so I kind of had a safe home base, and then I went traveling all around and would come back and forth, and it was, a lot more could have gone wrong than went right, but everything magically, like it was the most amazing experience and best thing I've ever done. So
Hey, what did go wrong though? Anything?
oh man, the only
You heard what the Foxworthy girls told last week, so you can tell any kind of story.
I know I'm gonna think of something afterwards and be like, oh man, that's
How
what
was
really
the
went
festival
wrong.
itself?
Yeah, how'd it go? Did you win?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't win, but that's
Did they record
totally
some of
fine.
those videos there though? Was that one of those places, or was that a
Yeah,
different thing?
that I had just reached out. It was not through the festival, but when I drove down there, because I only had 2 weeks, kind of decide I was going down there, and I just reached out to somehow found out about this video guy, and he said yes, and then that's just how the whole thing was. Just like I had no plans. I was just flying by the seat of my
Winging it.
pants. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
Dang.
Like bands don't do a lot of talking really, and but I'm like, man, like people don't know who I am. Like, do I have to?
I think you need to a little bit.
I know, definitely a little bit, but I'm
Yeah.
like, okay,
Maybe not a lot.
how do I balance this out? Like, just being, it's kind of like a weird, it's a different dynamic than usually. Usually people kind of.
Will you play covers?
I'll do a couple covers, but I'll do mostly all originals.
Probably Jolene.
Yeah,
Sorry, never mind.
Rip the.
Here, let's
you-
let's record this.
Would you like?
Let's record
I'm not
this.
sure if I can nail the one that I haven't.
Whatever you want to do. I don't want to put you in a corner.
Okay.
Yeah, you do what you want to
do.
do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure it sounds as best I can.
All right.
But yeah, let's just keep recording, then you can play whenever you want.
All right.
Okay, so you're gonna play a song here right now, but I got a couple more questions we gotta get to at some point too. But like we were just talking a second ago about how you got to come up with a full set, and you're have to rehearse with the band, like get things ready to go, because that's like hardly been a thing that you've done a ton of to this point, honestly, so far, right?
Yeah, we've been most of the I've done quite a few band shows in the last year, but it's mostly been it's off the cuff. It's different guys every time. Maybe we get one or two rehearsals in, but it's been pretty not dialed. Like it's like, oh, that was an all right set considering that we didn't practice. But like
but honestly,
but yeah, so I'm really excited to have a dialed in set, and that's been a goal for a long time. It's just
hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, it hasn't happened.
It's a little
yet,
been like a year and a half, so
yeah,
pretty early.
Yeah.
But we were just talking too, like you're probably gonna have to introduce yourself a little bit and tell people who you are, and like a little bit of a story on hey, this is who I am. Grew up in Bow Island, Alberta, and I don't know what you want to leave in or out. Like, I don't know what it's gonna be, but I think for the shows I've been
Ted,
to,
you're gonna know when we go to the concert in May.
That's true.
I'm so glad that you guys are coming. We'll have to.
It'll be fun.
Yeah,
I'll have a
What
big,
a ticket.
can I make a sign with glitter?
Yeah, dude.
We love you, Noeline.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that.
Now we actually have to make a sign because we
No,
said
we
it.
will. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait.
Okay. Purple Gas.
Okay. All right.
So we're going to start with that one.
All right.
Live in front of the studio audience.
Sponsored.
2 wiener dogs.
Thank you, Tim Hortons. I've got plates for purple gas, about the only break I catch, but I am not the kind of man to blame the dealer on a losing hand. Have a lone star in my eye, the darker the sky, the brighter it shines. Pump jack checks and baler twine, a ton of grit or maybe it's spite. And if I weren't a flatland boy, I'd say I have a hill that I will die upon if the climb don't get me killed. If there were such heights around here for a guy to lay his pride, maybe I'd rest before I died if I weren't a flatland boy. I hammered down, hair straight back. World blurs past, tell me how's it that my horizon line static? I guess at least it's a sure bet. We start to not throw the first fist, but if you take a hit, finish that son of a bitch. In a life, having the upper hand's a myth. Your only fighting chance is too stubborn to quit. And if I weren't a flatland boy, I'd say I have a hill that I will die upon if the climb don't get me killed. If there were such heights around here for a guy to lay his pride, maybe I'd rest before I died if I weren't a flatland boy. Retired rail ties, .9 wire, neighbor kid on the fence and pliers, Fargo that turns over fine at 40 below if you cuss it right. A sly thumb or eye sometimes, keep a bottle hid with the biomycin. You can dull the edge, you can look ahead but can't get there. It goes on forever. Oh, it just goes on forever. You keep your head down, it goes on forever. But I've got plates for purple gas. I've got plates for purple gas.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah.
That was awesome. That was so good.
Thank you. Man, first singing of the day. Oh my gosh, I probably should have warmed that one up.
That was so good.
Oh my gosh.
You know what? It's amazing when you
on,
like researching and like listening and then when you sit here and you hear the song, it's so theater of the mind that every lyric you said, like, it tells such a cool story.
Oh, thank you.
And if you like grew up in rural, small town, anywhere, there were so many cool lines in that song that just like,
thank you.
See it. It's super cool. Well done.
Much appreciated. Thank you.
That's a well-written song.
Not
that I know anything about it.
Hope it don't wear you out too much for the show tonight. I know you got a show. We don't want to.
Oh no, I'm rock and roll lifestyle. I'm good. This is great. Yeah.
Living on the edge.
Yeah.
Drove to Kentucky by herself.
That's true. I see she's got a Zippo sticker on her thing. So. I know we asked Coulter about hacking darts at the Swift Current High School.
Oh yeah, I listened to that episode. Yeah. That's a great episode. Yeah.
Oh, a lot of fun. Is there another one you want to play? Like while we're on this train, you got any other questions before we get going?
Gosh, it's up to you guys. You guys, I'll
We
do whatever.
sit here and do this for a long time. I love it.
Yeah, this is great. We've never had live artists, so
you know the last person to play their guitar in this living room was Luke Hofmann.
Who's that?
So he was on the show.
Is it spelled the same as my last name? Or?
It's K-A...
Oh, Kaufman. Kaufman.
Not Hoffman, but Kaufman. So it's kind of funny. But he was sitting over here. We used to have a recliner up here, but when Storm came, she got rid of it. Yeah, you were probably here that time. We had that party, and then I ripped my hand up at the Stampede the next day.
We had the
I got my rope
opening
burn.
injury.
I got my rope burn the next day.
The great rope burn of 2019.
Oh, my God.
Luke was on, I think Luke was episode like 88 or something. Like somewhere in the 80s, it was like Cody Snyder, and then Luke was there. But Luke was playing, and we had a bandit party that night before the Stampede started. Like a bunch of our buddies were all here, and we stayed up to like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and Luke was playing. But
you'll have to listen to Luke's stuff. You'd like it.
I will.
But now he's the production manager of the PBR, like the main tour. Like he's the guy.
That's awesome.
Calling the shots and running all the like live and TV show like during those PBR shows.
Wow, that's great.
But he was the last guy to play his guitar in our living room.
Gator never played the guitar in here?
I don't know if he did that at Friendsmas or not.
Okay.
He might have.
Yeah.
It's only been a few. It's been Kaufman, Hofmann, and the Gator.
Kaufman,
the Gator. Yeah. All right. Well, I think we should have another song.
Okay, I want you to listen to this. Make sure it sounds cool too, though.
Yeah.
But
hopefully,
go ahead. What am I?
Yeah.
You want me to introduce it? Or are you gonna
pretend you're on the stage and you're telling the story of the song.
Man.
Let's do a practice run.
Practice run.
Yeah, you're at the Grey Eagle.
Your choice, but probably should be yours. We don't have to do.
I'm trying to think what I haven't done on somewhere before.
Or one that you want to do again. Like Storm's got everything set up, so I'm gonna let Dustin listen to the mix here too. But roll on.
Okay, let's do. Yeah. Oh, you're putting
live mixing on the spot.
Yeah,
we're
listening to mix. Yeah.
We're live listening. We're listening right now.
Yeah.
Do you want me to play? Oh,
we can edit stuff too.
Great. Oh, I thought you might have been replaying the.
No, like we just have a live headphone, so I just haven't done it much. So
we're gonna switch from Flatland Boy to Badland Boy. Badland Boys. I think use it. It's a good
so I've been in the
small
Badlands
town.
the last 6 years.
This one's for you, buddy. Yeah.
Right next door to nowhere, home of the Badland Boys, where they stomp and holler, yip and yow, drown the coyotes' noise. They like cigarettes for breakfast, whiskey on the range, and fishing off the South Sask banks. And bitching and moaning about the Ottawa man and how we need some goddamn rain. You know there's a few more issues here than angels. 3 times the churches as there's bars. Not much to do but drive, drink, and pray there, and try to keep your happenings behind closed doors. And the kids all talk about leaving south towards the Sweetgrass Hills mirage. But if a stone's throw away is a hell out of Dodge, only the lucky ones make it that far. They like steaming up the windows, shooting prairie dogs, and crushing cans of Coors Light. And bitching and moaning about their daddy's rules. It's not like he never stayed out late, right? You know there's a few more issues here than angels. 3 times the churches has theirs bars. Not much to do but drive, drink, and pray there, and try to keep your happenings behind closed doors. Yeah, I'm from a place right next door to nowhere, home of the Badland Boys, where they stomp and holler, yip and yowl, drown the coyotes' noise. They like cigarettes for breakfast, whiskey on the range, and fishing off the South Sask banks, and bitching and moaning about the Ottawa man and how we need some goddamn rain.
So we know the Ottawa man is Trudeau. Or whoever isn't currently in office.
And we have shot our share of gophers, so really relatable there. That was all well done.
Oh, thank
Great
you.
song.
Oh, I love
When
it.
did you write that song?
That was one of the first songs I ever wrote. That was I wrote that song when I was 14.
Really?
Yeah. That's
Trudeau
one of
was still in office.
yeah.
Still
Yeah.
a dipshit.
It's been a long yeah. Let's not let's not go down this route.
So that's one of
stop your
Sorry,
yeah.
sorry.
No,
so
no.
that's one of the OG songs. That's like
It's an OG OG song. One of the
Are we
first
talking
ones.
about the first Trudeau? Could be history, depends.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We can double
We don't
down.
need to go. We don't need to
double
go.
down.
Were we praying for? Did you say in there praying for rain too, or is that
A couple times. Got some
Yeah.
goddamn rain.
need some goddamn rain?
Need some goddamn rain.
That
Yeah.
still rings true in 2024.
Yeah.
Oh
So-
yeah. Hopefully we
Might
get some.
ring true for
especially in Bow Island.
the sun don't shine. Yeah. Oh my
Do
god.
you have any songs about like irrigation and potatoes and
Oh shit.
and spit sunflower
Next
seeds?
time I'll
Yeah.
come ready.
Where's
yeah.
your egg trage? Like
I
corpse,
know. Yeah,
right?
I know. I
You give us some
gotta.
egg trage.
I do. I really
Agricultural
do.
tragic.
Yeah. That's a banging.
Is there any songs about
album.
spray planes or?
No, that's
Not yet.
I'll save that for Born to Be Wild. It's like Steppenwolf can take care of that. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Great songs.
Oh, thank
well
you.
written.
Thank you.
Yeah, those are really cool.
So much fun.
My hangover voice is gonna have to good to sing it off and before
I can't tell.
tonight's
Your
show.
hangover voice is better than
Well,
most people's good voices.
Regular
so
Thank
voice.
It
Any
sounded
voice.
really cool.
thank
If
you.
you're not a fan, if you weren't a fan before this podcast
Yeah.
and just listen to those two songs, you're a fan now.
So
I am.
So if you're going to introduce those songs, sorry, it flipped off when you pull out. If you're going to
Okay.
introduce those songs on the live show, what would it be like? How are you introducing them?
Oh man, I kind of sometimes do it different. Whatever
Yeah.
however little or how much I feel like talking. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, depends where they
Depends.
are in the set. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right on. Okay, and it's not your song, but I really like the Bullfighter.
Thank you.
It was really neat. It was Luke.
It's Luke Bell. That's
Luke
a
Bell.
Luke Bell song.
Yeah,
So,
but Luke passed away.
very sadly. Yeah, very sadly. I
He
never
wasn't that old,
I
or-
never met Luke, but he's definitely a legend in the alternative country and honky tonk space. And yeah, he passed away far too young, and he's just a really amazing songwriter. And I've loved Luke's music for a long time, and the Bullfighter's always been a favorite, one of my favorite songs of all time. So that's I think
Is that a regular in your sets?
yeah, I play that song. I like to play that song every show.
show.
So yeah.
What else do you play in the shows? What else do
Yeah.
people expect? As far as as far as the cover
lately,
side, you said a couple
the
pieces
cover
there.
side, yeah. Lately, we do some Big River by Johnny Cash.
Oh,
People
wow.
have been liking that one lately, and Waymore's Blues by Waylon Jennings. We like to rip a few good
Some
classic
dirty old
country,
country.
dirty banging songs. So it's a lot of fun. I like doing that old outlaw country stuff. But yeah, Luke Bet, we always do that Bullfighter cover and lots of country classics. Sometimes, might throw in Ian Tyson or, I've done, Coulter or something,
Yeah,
That's cool.
something.
Right on.
Yeah.
I can't wait for May.
I'm excited to see the show now.
Yeah.
May 23rd at the Grey Eagle with Charlie Crockett, $10 Cowboy tour. Get your tickets. There's still a couple. Like I got 4 for us just the other day.
Yeah.
To make sure we can come see you, but
That's
there's still
awesome.
probably a couple available. I think, like depending on when we release the show, it might be sold out. But
Yeah.
for anybody listening, make sure to check out Noeline, your website, NoelineHofmann.com. You'll find the name. We'll put the link in the show as well. But find her on socials.
Are you still TikToking?
I'm TikToking it up.
Still ticking?
Ticking and talking.
You were a little unsure about the TikTok in I'd say September of last year, but now
no, I have to pay my respects. Shout out TikTok, thank you.
Thanks, TikTok.
Thank you for being the wind beneath my wings.
So we got to follow you. Keep following your stuff on Instagram.
Yeah, no, thank you guys so much.
Maybe someday we can say we knew her when.
Well, I'm gonna have a glittery sign.
I can't wait. I'm gonna hold you to that one.
Actually,
and,
then we'll post something on Cowboy shit.
that would be so awesome. Seriously,
we'll make one up for you.
I will. I would love that.
What do you want us to say?
Oh, something. I don't know.
We'll
you guys
come up with
surprise something
something.
funny and whatever. However, will surprise me.
We'll pull something out of this show that we'll put on the sign.
We'll do something.
Yeah.
What about? What about cussing in the songs? Is that is there any pieces to that? Like, because I like doing music at events. You're asking about the PBR in Lethbridge, and the Foxworthy Girls. Like, I played their song in intermission, and they were pumped in the stands and cheering and having a great time. Like, I think that's cool, and I want to support you at these events we go to. Like, we work a lot of rodeos, and I want to be able to play your tunes. But then I'm like, she says
I can send you clean.
Okay,
yeah, sorry, I wasn't sure.
Edits?
Yeah, I'll send you the radio edits.
We can do whatever we want on our show. I just to the general paying public audiences of the family events we work.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely a thing. We'll just you just figure out some other
change a word.
Yeah.
I like
Dr. Dre did it.
Yeah, that's right. Him and Snoop, they can change it.
Yeah.
But is there I like the authenticity and just the real music, and that's what comes to mind, and that's
thank you.
I think it fits, but it's also we live in 2024, and there's a bunch of people that are fucking offended by everything.
I know.
So, does it matter much to you on your side though, or not really?
Well, of course, I'll always be
conscious.
Be professional and conscious, but most of the time, I'm a little whenever I can say bitch, and I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna if no one tells me specifically of course there's reading the room and reading if you're gonna be playing to only kids or something. You're gonna watch your mouth. But if nobody flat out if there's an event and it doesn't state in the contract or state anywhere that please don't use profanity, I will carry on
let it ride
as per I let it ride and deal with the consequences later. But yeah,
awesome. Is there anything else we missed? What else we got on this?
Zach Bryan, the most famous person in your phone now at this point?
Oh yes,
pretty easy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think by a long
He's the
shot.
second most famous person in your phone.
Oh man, that's crazy. Oh, let's think. I don't know. My goodness.
Don't know yet.
I don't know.
It's fine.
There'll be plenty
Who's in
more
my
by
phone?
the
I'm,
time
I'm
we're done.
blanking on everybody that I know.
That's okay. What about, say in 5, 10, 15 years, maybe a couple different goalposts or something, what do you want to do? Where do you want to be? What shows you're playing? What venues you're playing? What is it?
Yeah.
What's your dream for this, if it could all come true?
Oh wow. Well, I'm really focused on the long game. I plan to, I want to set myself up to be playing music for as long as I can, and I want to, of course, would like to take it as far as far as I can, but really just don't necessarily want to hop on a rocket. Just want to do everything build a good foundation and go for it. But my dream's always been to play the Grand Ole Opry. So I don't know if we hit that goal, I'll be like, my work here's not no, but,
My work here's done.
yeah.
And back to Bow Island, guys.
Yeah, but that's my big dream in the next few years would be play the Opry. That's always been my dream since I was a kid.
So funny you say that because so many people would jump on the rocket ship that is these crazy quick rises and just want to ride. So that's
I think
Yeah. Sorry, I was just asking about video. Do we still got us all in? No. Oh, can we change that? It's too late now, I guess. It's too late.
Too late now. Yeah.
Kinda.
Got the last thing probably now, right?
Oh yeah.
Got to do the definition.
Will you change it for this one, please?
Yeah.
For the definition? But we're going to do the video for YouTube with all of us. Okay.
All right. We are adjusting the video for the final question of the pod.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's an important one.
Yeah.
We hope you've been thinking about it.
Do you know what it is?
Is it a
The definition.
the definition of cowboy shit?
You know, because you've actually listened. This is like maybe the first time.
Yeah. You're the first guest that actually listened to the show
Yeah.
before being
I
on
love the show.
I
I love the show. I love cowboy shit. I love the brand, and what you guys have done is really awesome. I love what you guys support and
What Storm's done.
And what Storm's done. Yeah, all of you guys. You guys referring to all of you guys. Yeah.
You're doing the video right now. Can I help you with anything? Do you want me to?
Oh.
Here, I'll just pause this for a second.
Sorry. I can just kind of like prop it.
Sit her down for a second.
Yeah. Boy, gotta think about this.
We're good to go?
All right.
Okay, you ready?
Okay. Just
Oh, Storm's not ready. Dreaming it up? Oh, yeah, good call.
There's no wrong answers.
Yeah, there's no wrong answers. And is there any other anything else you want to play, or we wrap it up after that?
Oh, we can. It's all good.
We're good. Okay. Yeah, you got to do a show tonight.
We're basically trying to get a free concert out of you here. So.
Whatever. I'll do whatever. I'm here.
No, we're good. We all gotta get rolling anyways.
Yeah.
And you gotta get.
This has been fantastic.
Absolutely. Okay, you ready?
Yeah. I'm ready.
All right, Dustin. It's time for the question.
The big question: what is your definition of cowboy shit?
Man, cowboy shit to me is it's all about grit. It's it's about getting knocked on your ass in front of everybody and standing up and putting your head down and getting right back to it. But I think more importantly, it's what you do when nobody else is watching. You know, how you do one thing is how you do everything, to an extent. And it's all about cowboy shit is showing up and being scrappy and getting it done. Yeah.
I like that answer.
You mentioned there's two things that kind of stood out there. You mentioned how you do anything is how you do everything to a point. That was kind of what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a bit of a mindset question there, but then there was another one that I'll get to in a second, but start there first.
Yeah, I think, you take pride in what you do and, do all things with all of your heart. And, it's like where you let things slide, or how you, man, I'm just,
that's okay.
I don't even know what does that even mean. Jeez,
Yeah.
I've never,
It was a deep line.
I saw that one recently from Allison Erskine. I can't remember. Erskine. She's a horse. She's really talented lady horse trainer, and but she posted that, and I was like, wow, that's I definitely have been thinking about that one a lot.
Line.
Yeah.
The other piece you mentioned was getting knocked down but getting back up again, and then it made me think like, I wonder if that's referring to a show where stuff didn't maybe go right, but you're like, oh shit, I'm still in the middle of the show. I got to finish up and like make sure I finish strong here. Like I'm assuming a little bit, but I'm wondering if that's maybe what you're kind of referring to, or maybe like you had something go wrong on a deal or like a show or something that didn't happen, and you're like, okay, well, moving on, got to keep rolling.
Yeah, I think you have to be. I think it's about recognize it like when if you're new at something or green, it's like it's having the bigger picture in mind and being like having humility and being able to dust yourself off and just rise again and try not to just getting back up again, like not letting it's resilience and perseverance and resilience is for sure.
You get your heart broken, you buy a Ford Ranger or
Ford Escape.
Ford Escape.
You go to your high school Ford Escape and you drive far away.
Then you kick ass after that.
Yeah.
Oh man, I had one more thing too. Oh, the paint on your guitar. That looks like somebody I don't know if that's something that doesn't look stock to me. Did a friend of yours paint that, or did you paint that, or what's this?
This is a hummingbird. So this is just it is stock. It is stock. Yeah, it's just it's a iconic design of the Gibson hummingbird.
Oh,
so
it's a piece.
It's my dream guitar.
Yeah. Really? When did you buy it?
I bought it in April off Facebook Marketplace. It was such a score.
Really?
Yeah.
Where'd it come from? Like somewhere in Alberta?
It was a fellow in Calgary. He was a guy that worked on the railroad, and he just never was much of a guitar player, so it was like he was barely had a scratch on it. I mean, I've put it through the ringer a little bit in the bars since then, but yeah, I love it.
40 years, it'll look like Trigger, right? Willie Nelson's guitar just all
hanging by a thread. Yeah.
Wow. Anything else, or should we wrap it up? We've kept you a long time already.
Great.
We're all gonna get.
No, thank you guys so much for having me.
Thanks for doing this.
Yeah.
Thanks for actually listening to the show before you did the show.
Of course, I love the show.
That's awesome.
It's great.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Well, we look forward to the show once again, May 23rd with Charlie Crockett on the $10
We'll
Cowboy
see y'all
tour.
there. Yeah.
Grey Eagle Casino, May 23rd. I think it's a 7:00 show.
Glitter signs.
Like that. Yeah. Signs are welcome.
Yeah. Glitter signs. Yeah. PSA, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good. Someone had an idea.
Yeah. Bring on the. Let's make a thing out of this.
Yeah.
Let's glitter sign it up.
Do they all have to be?
It's a movement, people.
Do they all have to be purple?
Oh.
Do we want to make this purple gas thing? Like, do we want to make purple signs?
Glitter sign it up?
Do we want to do that? Is that a thing?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
okay. Best sign wins a prize.
Put some farm plates on it.
Yeah.
We're gonna lean all in on this.
Awesome. Okay, thanks for doing this.
No, thank you guys. Thank you. Yeah.
All right, once again, thank you to our guest, Noeline Hofmann. That was a hell of a show, Dustin. A lot of fun with the visit in the living room. I think she's destined for some big things.
Yeah, she's going to be good. I've been seeing lots on social. She's been tearing it up, and we're going to get our glittery signs made up and go cheer on at the Charlie show. And
the Grey Eagle.
Fun. The Grey Eagle, yeah.
Should be a dandy.
Coming up in May. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun. That's been one of my favorites so far. So, really cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that's one of my favorites of all time, to record with her like that and have the live music in the house, and for her to do that Belting Bronco piece with Zach Bryan, that was big time. And
yeah,
to go on this tour with Charlie Crockett is pretty big time already, I feel like. I don't think we've heard the last of her. She's just finding her groove here, and we'll continue to get bigger and bigger, and we can say we had her in your living room live before she got too famous on us. Pretty early on.
Yeah.
Pretty early on.
But lots of exciting stuff in the cowboy shit world.
Yeah. Absolutely.
The new stuff here.
Oh, man. Yeah. And Storm's going to be mad at me because I totally forgot to mention this on the top half of the show. But it's the new Yasso range collection is out on the website. Just launched it on Monday. So brand new shit in the store. Make sure to check it out. We got, I think my favorite design is the rodeo van.
Yeah,
really
that's cool.
Van. Yeah. That one was a lot of fun. It's done well already at the store level. The store is already buying lots of it, so it's actually kind of sold out right now on parts of the online stuff, but it's in a few stores. So make sure to check them out in the stores as well. But there's a dozen new hats online. There's 4 new T-shirts and a new hoodie. So there's some pretty cool new designs. Everything was done by Storm this time. She did them all herself, and some new patches on the hats that are kind of like the ad breakaway hats, which are also still on the site. What the proceeds there going to the breakaway ropers in Canada, and just some new cool shit, man.
And spring is here. You need to refresh your wardrobe and get ready for summer, and this is the stuff to do it. This is really cool stuff, and if you want to be cool, you got to look cool.
Speaking
of
that,
look cool unless you've got cowboy shit.
Speaking of that, we have a deal with Montana Silversmiths, a licensing agreement, and we have a few new things, 2 new pieces that just hit the airwaves. So we've got this brand new buckle that just hit the shelves with our friends from Montana Silversmiths.
We need to give one of those to the winner of the mechanical bull riding.
Yeah, we actually can do that if you'd like. We have some buckles. We can get you one for the weekend.
That's sweet.
I forgot about that. We should be doing that. But yeah, new buckle and a jewelry, like a jewelry set too. The cowgirl jewelry set. So it's got a nice piece, like a kind of a bar necklace. It says cowgirl and it's written in rope. And there's some nice earrings to match it. So a cool jewelry set too, from the cowboy shit and cowgirl shit collection with Montana Silversmiths. So there's new
we
stuff.
Just shot one of those cable TV like infomercials.
Oh, pretty much, hey.
But it was cool.
So yeah, make sure to get your new cowboy shit at cowboyshit.ca. Use the code POD15, POD15. get 15% off your order.
Just that easy.
It's that easy, folks. And you can get your new Cowboy shit
15 low payments of $5.99.
Yeah, you can get your brand new Cowboy shit. So check it out. Get it.
All right.
But yeah, thanks to Noeline for doing the show with us.
Yep. Kick ass. We'll see you at the show.
See you at the show. Send us your sign suggestions.
Because I got to make a glitter sign.
Yeah.
I got to hold up to my end of the bargain.
Send us your sign ideas.
We got a great May of concerts. We got Cody Johnson we're going to.
Yeah. And then Noeline.
And then
who else? Are you going to Luke? Are you going to Luke Bryan this week too?
They were rigging in today. I think he's Wednesday night. I don't think I'm going to go. No. I like Luke Bryan, but only if I get free tickets. We'll see if there's some free ones come to the office. But I'm really pumped because right after Cody Johnson, we're going to the Rolling Stones.
Oh, in Seattle.
Seattle in May, yeah. So
that's the first weekend of Seattle, right?
Yeah.
So first weekend of May.
Yeah, second week of May. We're going baseball game and Rolling Stones at I think is it Lumen Field? Is that
the football
the Seahawks
stadium?
Play? Yeah. So
wow, that'll be a big one.
That's going to be badass.
Holy schmirks.
Yeah.
And that's Allie's dad's birthday, right?
Yeah. 60th birthday present was Rolling Stones. So they'll look more like an episode of The Crypt Keeper, but they're still alive enough to put on a show. So we'll go.
Oh, dear. Do you think that they have what do you think? Like a puppet master thing for some of those guys so they can still
they gotta
do their thing?
I don't know how these guys are still alive, but
rock and roll.
It's going to be rock and roll. The whiskey calls the shots for them, and it's also helped preserve them. So
holy.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Anyways, thanks again for listening, everybody. Make sure to check out some old episodes. If you ever want to hear some old stuff a couple months back, maybe an episode or two from a while back or whatever it might be.
It's easy listening, folks. It's easy listening.
It's easy listening. And there's good interviews. So hope you enjoyed the show with Noeline, though. Thanks for tuning in. Dustin, appreciate you as always. Sorry for the Roughnecks not making the playoffs, but
there's always next year. Yeah.
And then there'll be the new arena too.
Yeah.
That'll be awesome too.
Yeah.
All right. See you, everybody. Thanks.